Hello, everybody out there. How is it going? Welcome to Flawless Rage 2 and welcome to your Sunday night stream, House Flipper 2. Tonight, carrying on with the Christmas house. That is right. That is what we're doing here tonight. So, we shall get underway with that in just a couple of minutes here. Let me just check my audio, make sure everything's coming through just how it should be, because we know what YouTube is like. Okay, it's fine. Awesome. Okay, so yes, welcome to the stream. I hope everybody out there's had a good weekend. Been an interesting one today for me. More about that later, as we do have a couple of talking points. But let's get to the compact house. And let's get doing this. So, right. Okay. For some reason in here, the telly's on. Let's turn that off. So tonight we're going to be working on the kitchen area and seeing what we can do with this. I do have an idea for that, so we will get into that. And straight away in the chat is my brother, Mr. Boston Tea Party, says, hello, brother Cucumber. Hello, Mr. Cucumber, Mr. Boston. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Fantastic to see you, my brother. Okay. So, yeah, let's get into doing this. Now, in the way of doing this, tiles, well, bless you, my brother. Yeah, we're going to go a different route with it. We're going to still go sort of like red and green, but we're going to have this green marble for the flooring in here. I'm going to need more than that, aren't I? But it doesn't matter. We're going to all make it one thing. So everything should work out quite nicely. I just want to make sure this fucker lines up. No, you're not. Not tonight. Don't be a bitch. Right. Okay. So, yes. So I've finally worked out the dates for the Christmas streams. I'll get into that a little bit later. But they do start this week. Okay. Yeah, we'll do under there as well, because why not? You may as fucking well, right? Okay, there we go. Our floor, just like any nice lady, is laid. Let's get rid of that, and let's find something else. Now, in a way, that kind of works. Let's make it bigger and see what's on there. I mean, you could have that. That is an option. But I'm not entirely convinced. I think it might be our only... No, it isn't. Our only way to go. We can use this. We'll make that big. Because, you know, you got to have a big one. That's what she said. And what we'll do is we'll colour it. I think we'll make... Well, this black here can be straight up red. And we could do another green. We could make it all red, but we'll keep... No, should we keep it white? It's a difficult decision. Let's tie it together. Why not? Okay. And yes, we do have a couple of talking points this very evening, so get ready for that. That's coming up in a little bit. Right. As you can hear, I'm still not over this fucking bastard-ass cough. I'm trying my hardest to get rid of it, and it's just not happening. So, WWP this week's going to be very interesting. Right. Okay, we'll keep that window how it is, because why not? Yeah, you know. Right. Okay, let's do this. Right. That's a tricky one. Because that window is kind of recessed in. I could effectively do that. I think I will. I'll be son of a cunt bag. Right, okay. And yeah, we'll do the windowsill as well, because why the hell not? There we go. Looking very festive. As it should. We've got to do the same here with the top. There we go. Oh. Lovely, lovely. I'm starting to take shape. I don't look too bad. I mean, yes, okay, the kitchen walls do look like they have a bit of a disease, but, you know. That's just the way it goes, isn't it, sometimes? Okay, so Christmas streams, we'll get that out of the way first. I'll just stop my work there for a second to give you the dates and what's coming on them dates as well. Right, so it starts this week. And so my calendar reads like this. Wednesday, the 18th, which is this Wednesday, it's going to be the House Flipper Christmas special, which is going to feature this house. Then the 19th is going to be WWP Christmas Crush. That's this Thursday. And then I won't be streaming. I don't stream Friday and Saturday anyway, and I will not be here next Sunday. However, Monday the 23rd is when you can catch me and my brother Boston for the GTA Christmas special, and the very same night there will be another live stream from me as well. Around about 10-15 minutes after I finish with Boston, I'll be back with another one. So be sure to check it out. And that'll be me done till New Year then. So yeah, I will. That is the dates for the Christmas live streams that are coming up this week. Please, if you can, join us for all of them. It's going to be fun. We're going to have Christmas conversations, Christmas themed talking points, and yes, it's going to be pretty damn fucking special. Let's get under here and crawl in here like some maniac. Right. Okay, that is lovely. This top piece here, I'm going to paint. And we're going to creep out of there as well. There we go. And we've got to just do that top half now with this. And we should be good to go. Right. let's get on to our talking points of the evening, shall we? Now, I mean, well, these are kind of, the first one's kind of mostly a rant in a way, I guess you could say. And we all know how you guys love my friggin' rants, right? But it's about nosy people tonight and the weirdness of them. Now, I don't like to judge. I hate to judge. I like to know somebody before I make an assumption about them or whatever. This brings me to my neighbours. Now, this is not the neighbour. This is the neighbour, right? So, today, I woke up and my boiler had gone wrong in my kitchen, which, needless to say, I was a little bit pissed off about. Do we have to do this? Fuck it. So I had this thing today where my boiler, I woke up this morning and there was low pressure, so I had to call somebody out to come fix it. I can fix many things, but am I touching anything to do with gas? I'm going to leave that to the guys who know about it. So I rung them up, right? So while I'm sitting there waiting, which they said it could be an any-time appointment, thankfully it wasn't too late when he arrived, thank goodness. I was just sitting there, watching, my wife had gone shopping, my daughter went with her as well, and that was just me and my son here. We thought while we're waiting for this fucking bloke to turn up, we'll play some Red Dead. So we did that, put the Xbox on, played some Red Dead Redemption. Okay? All well and good. Well, and then I saw probably one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen. Now, I've always known there was something about my neighbours. I've always known. These are people who, she'll complain about anyone at a moment's notice. That's what kind of person she is. It could be the tiniest thing, she'll complain about it. How do I know this? I've experienced it with her. Okay. And I had a delivery today. I had something come from eBay today, which was delivered by courier. And this is the part I don't get. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Okay. Her and her husband went out and sat in the car. Didn't go nowhere. Didn't do anything. Sat in the car. They've got two cars sitting out there, and these are people who think they're big and tough and hard because they listen to like prog rock music and also have a car. We're dealing with that kind of fucking wankery, right? And I was like, right, okay. So here they are. They're out in the car fucking, listening to... Or they're not even starting the car. They're not even doing anything. They're just sitting there. And I'm sort of like standing there thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Now, it's been quite cold. It's been very cold. But what they were doing, they couldn't have been doing to keep warm, surely. There's no way just sitting there in a car with no engine running is going to keep you warm, right? So the engine hasn't had a chance to heat, therefore the rad hasn't had the chance to get warm. So they're sitting there. I get a delivery. And there they are, staring, gawping, as we like to call it over here. And just staring like... It's sort of like the, oh, what have you got there kind of thing, And I find that a little bit fucked, basically. And the next thing my lights shine on the ground. Look, yay, party time. Party time in the Flawless house. The next thing I find is sort of like the Gasways guy, which is the company that we have to have come and fix our boilers. I live in a house which is owned by a housing association, not a very good one at that, and they come and fix anything that needs fixing. So, when it comes to gas, they're the ones who actually sort of like have to come and fix it. You can't sort of like get any other company out here to do it. They have to do it. It's like in your, as they call it, tenancy agreement. Well, he turned up and they were fucking staring once again. And I'm like, okay, they're not fucking missing much. And then, you're just sort of like standing there and that. And then another delivery arrives and then they're fucking standing there once again. And I'm thinking, what the fuck are these motherfuckers' problems? Now, these are people who like to think that they're the best. We're dealing with that kind of level here, okay? These are people who like to think that sort of like, well, put it this way. They've got it in their heads that they own this housing estate that I live on, right? Just because they have been here like the longest. And they'll be she'll be the first to complain. Him, not so much. He's pretty laid back and easygoing. But I do think there's something not quite right with them because of the way that they, complain and will complain. And it's just fucked. It really is. It's so dumb. Like, what? I really don't understand it sometimes. And I guarantee the next time I see them out there, they'll be sort of like, oh, did you have problems with your gas? Wanting to know all the fucking business and everything. And it's not even none of their fucking business what, goes wrong or goes on in my fucking house. When I first moved here, we didn't even speak to them for no real reason. We didn't speak to them. I just, that's because I complain. That's it. There is a reason. Sorry. I complained about them. They used to have a dog. And this dog would be left outside in the cold all night, near enough, and barking and everything. And at the time, my son was like, say, 6 months to a year old. So I had to complain about it because it would bark and it would keep him awake. And, shit, anyone would do the same thing, right? Or is it just me being a prick? Anyone would do the same thing, I'm sure, for their children. You go out of your way for your kids. And so they was sort of like, they didn't talk to us because of that, because they were basically told, get rid of your dog. Which I didn't want to happen. All I wanted them to do, Boston says I would, exactly, anyone would do the same thing for the kids. And sort of like these fuckers, like I've said, they think they fucking own the estate. They think they can have whatever they want to and no repercussions, no anything. It's that level of dumb fuckery we're dealing with here, right? I'm going to make that one, I think. So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And I was like, okay, well, they're out there. And the thing I don't get about them is, some people might say, well, do they work? Yeah, she does. That's when she decides to go. So, if you're working for a company and they give you a promotion or something, right? Obviously, you're doing something good, awesome, brilliant, well done you. And then there's her, who has weeks at a time off goes in like 2 days, then I'll have another week off. Now, I'm sorry, but if I was running a company, I wouldn't put up with that. And it's not exactly like an office she works at. She works cooking in a old people's like residential care home, and is never fucking there. Am I missing something here? You know, it's just it doesn't seem right to me. You know, and I don't know. I don't know. It just seems a bit weird to me the way that the way that they operate. You know, they've got two cars sitting out there. It seems like they've got a normal car to go to work in, and the car we only use on the weekend. That's what we're dealing with here, okay? So yeah, those kind of people, and what I'm just. It's very hard to get your head around. If you saw them, you think, "What the fuck?" I mean, they do come across like they got the answer for everything. He reckon he knows about engines and electrics and stuff like that. Yeah, he used to fuck about out there with like chainsaws and stuff and things like that, and petrol streamers, things like that. And well, he apparently knows about engines, but he would sit there for hours on end just pulling the recoil, just going in the summer, and it never started. What the fuck? And yeah, and sort of like the snoutiness of them, the nosiness of them, that I saw today. I was like, are you seriously, actually fucking, staring, having a fucking good old fucking, nosy session and fucking, seeing, oh, what's going on there then? I wonder what's in that package. Am I not allowed to have deliveries? Am I not allowed to have, people come and fix my boiler? Is that okay? It's bizarre. They're bizarre. I don't get it. They just, well, it 100% is like cuntish behaviour. I mean, there's no fucking excuse for that. It is cuntish behaviour. But holy shit, man. I just think that sort of like they need to check themselves first, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I really do. I don't think that they have the fucking right, let alone anything else, to fucking, be staring at my, and be up in sort of like, everyone's face because you're getting a fucking delivery. What business is it of theirs? It isn't any of their business. That's what I have to deal with. I've told you, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm surrounded by cunts. I really am. May they all, Christmas is supposed to be a time of giving goodwill to all men and all that malarkey. May all of my neighbours, apart from the one at the end, because I've known her since I was a kid, and she's all right. But may next door to me and next door to them have the most miserable fucking Christmas in the world. Because holy shit, fam. Honestly, there is no friggin' excuse for them to be like that. What business is it of theirs what I have in my fucking, is brought to my house, or, anything else for that matter? Oh, hello, the tree's glitching. We'll get rid of that for a minute. I've got an idea. Right. What business is it? It is none of their business. It's just people being snouty, your typical nosy kind of neighbour. And I was standing there today thinking, you know what, this ain't fucking right. And so, like I've said, she'll be the first to complain about you for anything. Absolutely a sweet bush. Got to have a nice sweet bush, especially at Christmas. So, yeah. It's got nothing to do with her. And she hasn't said anything like that. I just didn't like sort of, I just can't work out why they were sitting in a cold car. Unless that was sort of, I mean, they were sitting in there before any deliveries, any gas people, anything arrived. You know, she's got, like I said, she's got a job that apparently she's been promoted, a job that she barely fucking goes to. I'm sorry, I wouldn't put up with that. If I was if I was the employer, I'd say, you know, you get to work every fucking day, or don't bother coming in at all, and give her the fucking, give her the elbow. And this is not a woman who can hold a job. Since I've lived here, she must have had about 10, 11 jobs, and I'm not even joking. She'll go there. If it doesn't suit, she'll quit, find another one, go there, quit. What she used to do, I noticed, was have a job, get what she wanted, earn the money to get what she wanted, and then quit. When there's people out there desperate for a job, who would love to have a job, who would keep it and treasure every minute of being there to earn some money for their family, there's her treat it like sweets in a fucking sweet shop, you know what I mean?